ask a question about that? When it shows, you do the recording, Bill, and then it shows up on our screen, something about it, and then it says got it or something else. I don't remember what it is. If we
Yep.
hit the got it, does that mean we can get the recording? If we don't do anything, does that
I
mean
think
we
got
don't
it
get
just
recording?
means you understand.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
Because
Yep.
I send you out, I try to send you out all the recording
Yeah.
in the next few days, in case you want to review it.
Okay. Yes.
I know, you can't, you know, like, but it's all close, so it's like, we need
Go put your picture on.
All right. Let's see. Wife texts husband on a cold winter morning. Window is frozen, won't open. Husband texts back. Gently pour warm lukewarm water over it. Wife texts husband. Computer really screwed up now. Come on. Oh, I better try another one. That was bad.
I think so. I think we missed the beginning of it, didn't?
Yeah, somebody was talking.
Wife texts husband, cold winter morning, windows frozen, won't open. Husband says pour warm water over it.
We'll look into it.
Don't unfreeze it. Wife texts back. Windows, computer's really screwed up now. Anyway, art thief. An art thief once stole some expensive paintings from the Louvre. He took 2 Van Goghs, a couple of Monets, a Degas, and some other paintings. Everything went perfectly, except when he was captured sitting in his van with the paintings only 2 blocks from the museum. His van had run out of fuel. When asked by police how he could plan such a successful robbery and then be foiled by such a simple error as not having enough fuel. You ready for this, Leah? I had no Monet to buy Degas to make the Van Gogh.
I think somebody was at my door. Hold on.
All right.
That was good.
And one more thing. Oh, that one's too hard for the first thing.
What's that?
What has a bottom at the top? What has a bottom at the top? It's a riddle. Anybody guess? Your legs have a bottom at the top.
Oh.
All
That's
right.
a good one.
Some information. One of our members was looking for a new iPhone and a new Apple Watch, and she found a great source for them. Okay, there's a website, and I'll give you what it's called. It's SWAPPA, swappa.com. SWAPPA. And it's a vetted site where people are selling their Apple phones, watches, iPads, etc. And she got some really fine deals on used equipment. She showed me her watch. It was great. It was an Apple Watch 8, I think. She had just gotten a phone. So you're not going to get the new ones, but you'll get a used one, and usually they're in really good shape. The only thing you should check on many of them is what's the battery health. And I should probably tell you how to check your battery health as a little intro here. So
Could you raise your volume just to shade? For some reason you're very
you
soft.
have to raise it. I can't change the volume you receive.
Oh, okay.
You have to turn that up yourself.
And it's up as far as it'll go. Okay.
No.
the table.
Okay, I'm gonna mute everyone. Okay. Let's see what I want to do. Ah, I'm going to share my screen. Everybody see the screen? Have two images on it?
Yes.
Yes. And the way you check your battery health, it lets everybody go to settings, iPhone or iPad. And if you go to just had a senior moment. There's an item on them called battery, both. Okay. You scroll down, you'll see battery. And I have battery percentage turned on so I can actually see on the top bar what the percentage of my battery capacity is. And then there's a low power mode feature there. But if you scroll down, on the iPhone, it says battery health and charging. And if you tap that, it tells you your maximum capacity. I don't happen to see that same feature on the iPad. The maximum capacity for my iPhone, and I've had it nearly a year now, is 86%. When I first got it, it was 100%. So it can only charge to 86% of what it used to be able to do. When that gets down in the 70s, 75 or less, you probably should have the battery replaced.
What percentage? 75?
75 or less.
And yet when you look at the little emblem in the corner about battery, it says what percentage is at that time, which is 100 at this
Well,
point.
it's fully charged, but it can only when it's fully charged.
Capacity, yeah.
My phone is only 86% of what it used to be fully
Got
charged.
it. Got it.
So it's
Yeah.
getting weaker as it gets older.
Bill, mine, which is 1 day old, says 80%.
Really?
Yeah,
That's not good.
Maybe it wasn't new.
It says maximum capacity. Was it a brand new out of the box kind of
brand
thing?
new out of the box. I did it yesterday. And it says last charge to 80%. Charging was on hold due to iPhone temperature.
Oh, that's a different problem. Where does it say maximum capacity?
Where is that?
Are you on an iPad or an iPhone?
iPhone. Battery
See where
health.
it says,
Oh, max
see-
capacity is 100.
right, that's what we're talking about.
Okay, but why did mine only go?
No, your maximum capacity is 100%. You have to plug it in to charge it up to that level.
Well, I did. I had it plugged in all night.
Well, it gave you some reasons it didn't full up. What was the reasons?
It said was on hold due to iPhone temperature.
So it got too hot.
That doesn't sound good.
Is that an iPhone 15 titanium?
50 Pro Max.
Pro Max, yeah, that's the one they're talking about overheats.
Oh, that's nice. What do I do about it?
I think it called Apple.
Take it back.
Well, I don't know. They may have a fix for it. I'm not sure.
Bill,
Happy with that.
Bill, am I the
Yes.
only one who does not have battery health and charging
Who, your iPhone or iPad?
on my iPhone? It has activity by app. Show
Okay,
battery
you have to go to
usage.
the battery in settings, tap battery.
I have. I'm on battery in settings. And I have
Okay,
scrolled
now
down.
look at my screen. Look at my screen, Ann. I'm on battery. I'm going to tap battery and it comes up and looks like this.
Right, I have all that.
You see where it says battery health and charging?
No, it has battery level, show battery usage, last charged 100%. Oh, wait, it says goes up and I see battery health and charging. Sorry.
Okay. That's okay.
Oh dear, mine is significantly degraded.
What's yours say? What percentage?
It says maximum capacity 66%.
Yep. You're due for a new phone, my dear.
Well, do I get a new phone or a new battery?
Well, either way. Depends on how much they want to charge you for a new battery these days. Put it in. It also gives you some statistics there on what applications are using up your battery. You go back one level where it says battery at the top, and that's on the iPhone and the iPad, right?
How did you get to that page?
Sorry, Leah. You muted yourself. You're mute.
Well, I was unmuting. Was asking how you got to that page, and I just realized that we are on the same page.
Okay. All right.
The battery level, little lines, the green graph
Yep.
that's there is one solid. Well, it's not really solid, but it's all even. It looks like an oblong brick almost. Interesting. It doesn't have the dips and so forth as yours does.
Do you have yours plugged in a lot?
Well, I don't know about a lot, but I try to plug it in at least once a day and sometimes leave it that way for a while.
See what it looks like on my iPad there?
Yes, that's sort of
So
what my phone looks like.
my iPad got discharged way down and I plugged it in and now it's at full capacity and it's still plugged in.
Mine had
And
been plugged in all
my phone charged up overnight and now I have it plugged in as well. By the way, you probably shouldn't plug your phone or iPad in unless the percentage, see how it says 100% up here in the left and 100% here on the iPad. Unless that's 70% or less, you should probably not charge it. Okay?
So you shouldn't plug it in to
Should
charge
not.
every night.
Should not. Should let it discharge to less than 70% or less.
Thank you.
All right. You can use Siri to do a bunch of things, and I just want to cover some of them. Okay? You can get Siri to open apps for you, right? So if you can't find an app, you can just say, um, I don't know if I don't know if you might want to turn. Can I, if I say, "Hey Siri, open the weather app," and it opens the weather app. Okay. So you can do that with nearly every app you have, right? So you don't necessarily have to find the app on your phone. You just ask Siri to open it for you.
Bill,
You can even do it with individual settings like, "Hey Siri, open Bluetooth settings," and it opens a subset of the settings application.
Bill,
Yes,
with the new version, you don't have to say, "Hey Siri," apparently you just say Siri.
you
Is that
can.
correct?
You can change it either way you like.
Okay,
I don't think I can say, "Siri." Oh, I can. You can say, "Siri, set timer for 2 minutes," and it sets a 2-minute timer. It'll go off in 2 minutes. One of the ones I really like is I can use Siri to send messages. So I can say, "Siri, send a message to David Crow." Which should be. I canceled that. Let me try it again. "Siri, send a message to David Crow." "How are you today, Dave?" Cancel. If I would have said send, it would have sent the message to him, and I never typed a bit. Siri, play John Denver. Can you hear that song playing?
no,
I can't
don't-
either.
I don't hear it.
I wonder if I have my sound turned way down. Hey Siri, turn up the sound. Wow.
Like to play John Denver, waiting for the song.
Yeah, me too. Hold on a minute. Um, hey Siri, open the music app. Now it may not be making, never did that before. Let me do it on my iPad. Play John Denver.
I'll need to access your Pandora data to use the app. Is that okay?
Yes. And I don't hear that one either. So something's going on with the sound because I'm connected to the computer with my devices. All right. Let's see. And you can even say, Siri. I can say, Siri, activate do not disturb. Whoops, Siri.
Hmm?
Hey, Siri, activate do not disturb. And so it turned on do not disturb.
What does that mean? Your
It
phone
won't
won't
make
ring,
sounds. Your device will not make any sounds.
so your phone won't ring?
That Wi-Fi will only
Correct.
work in the lobby.
Correct.
You'd have to put your phone down.
Siri.
It was doing it simultaneously in your iPhone and iPad.
Am I doing it both? Yeah, I am. Turn off do not disturb. Turn off do not disturb. Thanks, Bill.
You were doing it to my phone too.
Yeah, I could, if I'm using
When
that
you
expression,
spoke-
I maybe,
When you spoke, it was affecting my phone too.
I
It
know. All right. All right, I've got these things that I want to cover with you. I think they're pretty important. 15 things you're doing to your phone that Apple experts would not do.
Okay.
Right? Are you using a non-Apple charger cord?
No. No.
That's a no-no.
Charger cords
Mm.
are white, right?
Well, yes, yes, but they don't necessarily, all the white ones don't have to be Apple. Using generic chargers can cause your battery to overcharge, shortening its life and of the battery and the phone. So that's the cord and the little block that goes with the cord. You should use it's worded this way, not using a protective case. You should use a protective case. Okay, so all your phones should have a protective case of some kind on them. Leaving your phone in your car, especially in Florida, and exposing it to a lot of heat, right? Or freezing. That can shorten the life of your phone as well. Not backing up your information to the iCloud. You should have the iCloud turned on and information should be being placed up there continuously. Using Windex to clean your screen. The only thing you should probably use is a microfiber cloth and distilled water to get the grime off. If you need a solvent, make a little solution of distilled apple cider vinegar, 50%, and distilled water. Using disinfecting wipes on your phone. It should not be done. Are you avoiding those pesky iPhone updates? In other words, you're not doing the update because you say, they're going to change something, I won't be able to use my phone.
Which
You should
happens.
do it when they come out because many times they contain security features that help you from getting viruses.
They generally tell you when an update is coming.
They generally do, yeah. But you can check it. Usually if one's there, a little number will appear on the settings menu or settings app.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, well, the way they word it here is failing to close out your apps, right? And that's by putting your finger at the bottom of the screen and pulling up. So it does something like that. And that, so I can sweep up and turn off those applications. So you should do that with some frequency. The frequency should not be monthly, more like daily. Not keeping your apps up to date. If you go to the App Store and you tap your name or your icon at the upper right-hand corner of the screen, and tap purchased, you'll see I have a bunch of apps there. Okay. I need to update. Yeah. I think all mine are up to date.
Yeah.
Check something here. It should be a list there of apps you do not have up to date that need to be updated.
Yes,
Hey, Bill, are you
This
there?
looks like this looks like a change. I'm here because on mine you have a picture of yourself and it tells you how many need to be updated. And it looks like on your version you don't have it.
I think they're all updated, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, mine are.
So the picture has a number on it.
Yeah, mine has a number on it because I have a few that are not updated.
Yeah. And how do you update them?
I touched the picture
You tap the picture and it comes
and
up
it
and
tells
says,
and it if you go below where it said like you had purchased subscriptions notifications, down at the bottom of that same list, it says update all, and it tells you how many you need to update.
gotcha.
And it
Updated
was just
recently.
below the personal recommendations.
Yep, I have mine updated recently. So they've been all updated.
Mm.
You mean where mine says update all and the number is 55? I have 55 that need updating.
Yes, you do.
Yes,
What? Ooh.
So should I go through them and get rid of some, or should I just update all?
Wow.
That's two different questions. I wouldn't get rid of them, man. There may be some in there you want.
So better to update all.
Yeah, you should probably update all, but not right now.
You have to plug in, don't you?
below that update all, and there's a list of the apps and that need updating, and they'll say update rather than open. And that'll tell you
Okay.
which ones need to be done.
I have under it, I have clips. And I don't have what you're saying. What is, I'm on the phone, Bill,
Okay.
on my iPhone.
Yep.
And it doesn't, I have update. update all. Oh, it's gone down to 54. I must have updated one, but I don't know what you're looking at underneath.
Well, okay. What we just said is we went to, settings. Wait a minute. We went to the App Store. We tapped our name at the top and we scroll up and it shows you update activity, updated recently. Or if you didn't update anything recently, it should have a list of the apps. See, mine are all updated. And you can say update all and it will update all, or you can tap on one of them and it will update that particular one.
But you're saying it takes too much time to update them all now because they do it one by one.
I don't want that slowing down your device so you're not able to follow it along with me. That's the only reason.
Oh, okay.
Not turning on Find My Phone. Okay.
What does that mean? What are you talking about?
When you, if you go to an app called Find My, hey Siri, open Find My. And it comes up with this and it says, I have these devices and it shows me where those devices are. That's what they're talking about.
Where were you when you first said that?
On my home screen.
Home screen?
Home screen, yeah. But you can do a search for them too. It's an app called Find My. So you could go to the app library and then the app is called Find My and put them in alphabetic order and find that one. If I did it that way, I would go to the app library, which is here. I would tap app library at the top and type in FIND, and there's the Find My application.
Hey, Bill,
Yes.
on mine, it says, for my iPhone, it says with you. And then for my iPad, it says home 1 minute ago. Why wouldn't they say the same thing?
Good question. I don't know.
Okay.
What's
All right.
mine say here?
Different versions.
Yeah, my iPad Pro says with me, and what's it say for my phone? It's 0 miles away. Oh, wait a minute. I was on my phone. Ah, that's why. It says with you because that's the device you looked at it. You're looking for Find My with.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, that makes some sense.
That makes a little more sense.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Here's a big one. If I ask any one of you right now, what's your Apple ID and password, could you tell me?
Yes.
Yes.
Not knowing your ID and password is not a good thing. The next one is not restarting your device from time to time.
Oh.
If your device isn't operating the way you think it should, or it's been a couple weeks since you restarted it, power it down and power it back up. On my iPhone, I have the newer iPhone. It does not have a home button. I have to hit the power button and the volume up concurrently. Oops, I'm sorry, volume down concurrently. And it comes up with this screen. Oh, it just shut. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Your phone.
Hit the volume down and the power button concurrently, and it says slide the power off. On the iPad, I think we just hold, whoop, same thing.
Hmm,
It says slide the power off.
yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
Whatever you say.
Here's one that many people on their phones don't do, and they should. You should connect to a Wi-Fi when possible. It's a most of the most, excuse me, your phone can connect to the internet in one of two ways: by cellular, cell phone towers, when you're in your car, or when you're out somewhere and don't have access to Wi-Fi in your home, or it can connect via a Wi-Fi network. That's a little box that you get from Comcast or Frontier that's within 60 or 70 feet of you. You should be and you should have the little fan at the top of the screen. And that little fan says you're connected to Wi-Fi. The
Yeah.
bars indicate you're connected to cellular as well on my phone. Some of us have an iPad that can do both as well, but most of us have just a Wi-Fi connection with our iPads. The Wi-Fi usually operates quicker or faster, and they're not tracking your data, so you won't exceed your data plan with your cell phone provider. If you always switch to Wi-Fi whenever possible.
As long as I'm in my home, I have the Wi-Fi signal. If I go out, I will not unless I go someplace that has it.
And then you have to get into it by going to settings, Wi-Fi, and choose that router.
Thank you.
You notice I go to settings, Wi-Fi. It says I'm hooked to a Frontier router. And I have another one near me called Wemo Insight. Here they are on the iPhone, iPad. I have one on my printer as well, but on my iPhone, I do the same thing. I'll pick up various routers as well.
When it says weak security, what does that indicate?
That it's not as secure as it could be.
Well, yeah, but do you worry about it?
Say again, please.
Is it something to worry about?
Is that what you're getting, Ann?
Yes, with rocket ship, I'm getting it.
With who? Oh, with your router.
Right.
And it's probably because that particular router's password is not as secure as it could be. In other words, it's not a complicated password. Not a problem where you are. There's
Maybe,
not gonna be too many, there's not gonna be too many hackers on the 10th floor or 11th floor,
probably not.
okay? And last but not least, have you set up your medical ID? And I think we've done that in the past in my class, where you set up your medical ID and emergency information. And just go to emergency SOS. I think it's one of the items on the list here. See where it is. Is it on my iPhone?
Yes, it's underneath
Yeah.
Face ID and passcode, emergency SOS, under
Right.
Siri search.
Yep.
Wait, where is
So
it?
you go to emergency SOS and just make sure when you go there, you fill in all the information it's asking for. And down at the bottom here, it says edit emergency contact in health. So you just tap that and you put in all your information, your contacts, the drugs, et cetera, et cetera. Okay?
How did
All
you
right.
get to that again? I was looking at my screen.
I'm on my iPhone
Yes.
and I go to settings and emergency SOS.
Okay.
And it just tells you how to set it up or access it. Right? And then it says edit emergency contacts in health. And you go there, you tap that, and you tap edit, and you fill in all the information.
Bill, this is very weird, but I never filled it in the way it's been filled in, and there are things in here that I never put in.
Well, somebody did.
No way. No.
Okay.
For instance, I have no idea what the police department telephone number is, and yet it's in here.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
No, and no, I'm just saying that I didn't do it, however, and there are other things in here that I did not do. Does it do this automatically, maybe?
Some of it may do, yeah. Says you're in Sarasota, so I'm going to put that in. I'm not sure where you are to get that though.
Well, I'm in health medical ID. I mean, I probably put in my medications and blood type and weight and height and language, but when it comes to emergency contacts, they're very nice that they put what they did, but
Bill,
I did not put some of this in.
yeah, Bill, I've got one in there that I don't want there. It's just a business associate. I don't know how it got in there. How do you get it out?
You edit it and take it out.
Edit. Oh, thank you.
Mhm.
When I pressed edit,
Edit,
it went to
scroll
my.
down and remove it.
Oh, I see. Thank you.
Mhm.
This was in- I don't-
What does partner account information mean?
I don't know where you are.
Well, I'm there. I'm in the health in medical ID. And when you go down and it says assistant partner, police, sister, etc. All these things that I didn't put in. What does
I don't
account
know. What's it
information
say at the
mean?
top center of your screen, Ann?
Medical ID?
With a star on it?
Yes.
I could add you. I'll add you.
Huh. Yeah, I don't have any of that stuff.
You know, I think a lot of this is put in automatically because I certainly never told them my age, and there it is.
You told them your age.
I
up here.
didn't. They don't know. They put that in. I didn't tell them that.
If you tap edit, it says, what's your birthday?
Okay, I'm just saying that there are things in here that I did not put in. For instance, sister, and it's got the person that helped me organize my move.
I somebody did.
It could also be in your contacts if you put down a relationship in the contact or your date of birth in your actual profile and contacts, it'll bring things across.
I think that it must. I think that's where it happens. But under my account information, it says *4. And that's why I wondered what that meant. Partner account information *4.
Not to
Really weird.
get too long, get
starred?
too out of the way. Where did you get to the screen that has the cancel, the star medical ID done? I don't see it anywhere on my phone.
Okay,
Must be someplace I
go
haven't
back.
found.
Let's go back. First of all, go to settings. Go to emergency SOS. Scroll to the bottom of emergency SOS where it says edit emergency contact in health.
I don't want that there.
So far, Leah, you with me?
It says emergency contacts.
Edit,
Edit emergency contacts in health down at the bottom.
yeah.
Got it.
Tap that. There's your emergency information, and then you tap edit on that if you want to change it. Now, Anne, could
Apparently
you
my
go?
daughter has been at work on my phone.
Oh, right.
Thank you.
Mhm. Now, Anne, if you go to your contacts and go to your name in contacts,
This guy out of here.
Anne, you with me? Did I lose you?
Sorry, I forgot to press the. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm in contacts. I've
And
got my
your
name. Yeah. Uh-huh.
And what kind of information's there? Are those names there?
Wow. Let's see. No. No. Siri found in apps. No. Interesting. No.
To research how you got that information in there. It's not bad information, but
Well, it's not correct.
all right, everybody, get your pencil and paper out.
I don't like
Last
that.
week we talked about books and music. I want to see how much you've maintained. I want you to see how much information you've maintained from last time. Okay, first question. What's the primary function of the Apple Books application? Play music, manage photos, reading books, or editing videos? Number 2. Which of the following file formats is not supported by Apple Books? EPUB, PDF, text, or MP3? If you think about that one, you probably can figure that one out.
Read them again, please.
What feature in Apple Books well, by the way, when we talk about formats, that's the way the information is saved on your device. And depending on who saved it will determine what format it is. For example, if you use Microsoft Word, I think it's DOCX is its format. It saves it in. We've all heard of PDF. That's a format that information is saved in. Okay. What feature in Apple Books allows you to highlight and take notes while reading? Bookmarking, AirPlay, annotation, or spotlight search? Question 4. Which Apple device in Apple Books what is Apple Books primarily designed for? What Apple device is Apple Books primarily designed for? Your watch, your MacBook, your iPhone or iPad, or your Apple TV? Question 5. What does the word wish list feature in Apple Books allow you to do? Share a book on social media, purchase and download books, create a list of books you want to read in the future, or listen to audiobooks. Ooh, I gave you the answer there. Oh, wait a minute.
No answers to that.
I gotta check something here. How come all the answers are there? Whoops. Hold on. I gotta clean up something.
I'm going Monday at 9:30 to Graham, where we go for the skin and have her assess my skin. You want to come with me?
I can't on Monday.
Oh,
Yes, I have to take her to the doctor's at
Oh.
11:30, yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
it's
Otherwise
okay.
I
I'll
can't.
tell you.
Because I was gonna call them myself to check on a few things.
Yeah. I saw an ad in that ticket and I cut it out and I called and I grabbed what she could give me because we're always doing something else.
But I'm thinking to myself, at this stage in my life, do I really want to go through anything?
Oh, I'm not gonna, but
I
I
don't want
thought
things
like these
bugged on.
brown spots and
You
these
know what?
wrinkles.
Well,
Yeah.
they'll put fillers. You can
Yeah.
put fillers in those. That's what I was considering.
Number 5. What does the wish list, right?
I think, see,
Feature in Apple Books allow you to do? Share a book with social media, purchase, download book, create a list of books you want to read, or list audiobooks.
That's what I would say.
Number 6. What is Apple Music? A video streaming platform, a music streaming service, a social media network, or a fitness tracking app? How much does an individual Apple Music subscription cost per month in the United States?
I think I'm
I
paying
want to
$9.99.
have universal access
And I
to a
don't
whole lot of music with Apple Music. Is it $14.99, $4.99, $9.99, $14.99,
pay
or
for
it's free?
my own.
Question 8. Which of the following platforms is not supported by Apple Music app for streaming music?
Probably my Windows PC.
iPhone, iPad, Android devices, Windows PC, or PlayStation 5? Apple Music doesn't support that platform. Which one? What is the name of the feature in Apple Music that curates playlists and recommends recommendations based on music preferences. Genius Mixer, Smart Playlist, For You, or Shuffle Mode. Ooh, we're getting sophisticated here.
Yeah.
Which of the following is not a feature on Apple Music? Offload downloads for listening without the internet connection. Access a vast library of songs and albums. Integration of Google Drive for iCloud storage, or personalized playlists and radio stations.
Doesn't have this.
And the answers are,
Well,
what's the primary function of Apple Books application? Reading books. Which of the following file format is not supported by Apple Books? MP3 is a video format, so you're not going to need that when you're reading a book. Which feature in Apple Books allows you to highlight and take notes with while reading? Annotation. Which Apple device in Apple Books is Apple Books primarily designed for? It's primarily designed for the iPad and the iPhone. What does wish list feature in the Apple Books allow you to do? Create a list of books you would like to read in the future. Number 6, what is Apple Music? It's a music streaming service. How much does an individual music subscription cost per month in the United States? $10 per month. That gives you universal access to millions and millions of songs. Which of the following platforms is not supported by Apple Music app? And that's the PlayStation.
oh,
You can get Apple Music called iTunes on your PC, on an Android device, and it's music on the iPhone, iPad. What's the name of the feature in Apple Music that curates playlists and recommendations? It's called For You, and based on what you're listening to, it tries to create song list you might like. Which of the following is not a feature of Apple Music? Offline downloads for listening without the internet. Yep, that's available. Access a vast library of songs and albums. Yep, that's available.
Here's what I found.
Integration with Google Drive for cloud storage. That's the one. And you can personalize your playlists and radio stations. Okay. Hopefully you got a nice score on those. And now we're going to switch gears to news. There are a lot of different news applications for your device. Herald Tribune has one, Wall Street Journal has one. There are thousands of them. What Apple has done is they've put together or created an application called News that integrates all those things together. And I've opened it up on both my devices. Okay. Now there's two types of Apple News, or there's two features. There's the normal Apple News, and then there's what they call News Plus. News Plus gives you full access to hundreds and hundreds of subscriptions from various sources. I do not have News Plus. I just use the news normally, and I get most everything I want. If you have a subscription, an online subscription to Popular Mechanics or Wall Street Journal, you can input that and get individual subscriptions. You can use the ID and password for example, Wall Street Journal, and view it on Apple News.
Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna pay for this.
You can also set up a subscription for just Wall Street Journal on Apple News. Okay, but what I'm going to do is just cover some of the basics of Apple News. And I'll start with the phone. Let me go back. And when you have the phone, it says today at the bottom. So tap on today, everybody. And I got the iPad there and I'm tapping on today. And what you'll see is it says September 30th, and it lists a whole bunch of articles Apple thinks you might like. Okay. So to start with, they talk about top stories. And it's not.
Yours
it's
is different than mine. Are they not all the same?
No, they can't be.
They're going to be, all the top stories are going to be different based on what it thinks you like. Okay. So it's a personalized list that Apple creates for you.
Find out. I don't know when that was under Apple. I went through the list. Did you just went right
Then
in?
I go down, reader favorites. Thinks I would like those two. Weekend reads. And then specifically for you. And we go down here to for you. Gets even more personalized to what it thinks you would be interested in based on your habits. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick one of those. I'm going to go down here and pick Wall Street Journal. And I tap on it and it comes up with the article. But then notice the advertisement there. Yes. It says unlock the stories and more with your subscription. Well, I don't want a subscription. So I just shift to the left and I get all these subscriptions. I should be able to, come on. Won't let me get further into it. No, oh, there it is. There's Wall Street Journal, right? And there I have Venice residents struggle to prevent tourist takeover. That's an article.
Kid girl lady battling iguanas and baby a home. Is that hole somewhere?
Okay. And I get the article. Now, I'm not paying a subscription here, but I got the article. Now, if I put my finger on that article over here on the right, I can shift to the left. Oops. And I get the next article it thinks I might like. Commercial. Apple stocks.
Worst month of the year.
And it talks about the problem we just heard about with iPhone 15.
Hey, Bill,
Go ahead.
if you really wanted to read the Wall Street Journal, why wouldn't you just use the Wall Street Journal app? Not this one that they just give you a few articles.
You could do that.
You could usually pick
But
that
then
up.
you don't, I don't know what it costs for the Wall Street Journal app.
It comes with the newspaper, the regular newspaper.
Yeah, so you
As far
already
as I
paying
know.
$50 a month. Yeah, I
So
know.
you're paying
Assume you didn't
about-
get that.
I'm
it's
in
about
a-
$800.
Is this sanitary? Terry,
No,
I'm
could
Gotta
you?
mute everybody. And Jim,
could you
unmute
mute us?
yourself.
gonna call them, sorry.
Okay. Unmuted.
I have a Wall Street Journal app, but I end up, sometimes I'm reading Apple News and I see an article that I hasn't come out in the daily edition yet. And I could go over, launch the app and then read it over there, but I just have identified that I'm a subscriber on that, which is at the bottom of that sign up sheet. And then it'll give me the story directly and I don't have to go through the extra steps.
Either way works. It just one's a little harder than the other. Now I'm going to skip. I'm going to go back and I'm going to tap what's called following. Okay. So I was on news and I scrolled down through news there, and there's a lot of different news articles that you could just pick up and read. I go down here to Apple stock, right? And there's the article on Apple stock. Go to the right. Save $70 on an Apple iPad 10th gen ahead of October Prime Day. Wow. How much would it, right? Government will cover the cost to install solar panels. Get the idea here?
Speaking
Now,
of the
if you
solar
didn't
power,
want what Apple's providing you, you can set up some individual things. And I'm going to go to following there. See where I tap following at the bottom? And on my iPhone, I tap following.
at the bottom of news or where you see following?
On my iPhone, it's at the
Yes,
bottom of the screen. It says following. It says today, News Plus, sports, audio, and following.
thank you.
Okay. Now, if I tap edit and I type in at the top, come on. I'm sorry, go down to channels and topics. I should be able to tap edit. And I should be able to tap channels and topics at the top without tapping edit. I'm sorry. And I type in, on one, I'll type in CNN. And I have a whole bunch of articles from CNN right there. Or I can come down here and say CNN Business, CNN Politics, etc. Let me tap CNN Politics. And I tap the add sign. Now what that did, if I go back, it added it to my channels and topics. See how it entered it there? And if I go there and I type in FOX, and there's Fox News, and I scroll down there and I say I want Fox News, I hit the plus sign, and that gets entered into channels and topics. Now let me enter a general. Now everybody kind of following me along there? And I'd like you to try that. Do Fox News, CNN, something, type in something, right, for your news source. And then just hit the plus sign. Now you could say, well, I don't want to put in an individual thing. I want to put in technology, technology, right? And here's technology topics. I'm just going to hit the plus sign beside that, and it's going to go out and grab sources from all over the place about technology. And then I'm going to type in iPhone. Ooh, and there's iPhone, just the topic, iPhone. I'm going to add that. So now in my channels and topics, should update, there they are. On both my iPhone and my iPad, they do synchronize between the two. I've got iPhone, technology, Fox News, and CNN politics.
I'm not sure I understand.
I know. So far, so good, everybody? We with me? Shake your head, yes, Ann. Okay, Leah, ask me a question. Your
Not
microphone.
really, because I don't use it enough to really know what you're talking about. I'm not worried about it.
All right. Well, it's a good thing to try it out because I found some very interesting things here. If you're a gardener, type in gardening on this bar and any particular thing you're interested in, and it comes up with. So if I now have channels and topics down there and I tap on iPhone, it goes out and gets a whole bunch of articles on iPhone that I can read. So I'm going to tap the first one there, Mac Rumors, and there's all the information on Mac Rumors. Go to the next one, you have to put up with a commercial, but there's one on top stories, Mac OS Sonoma, release 17.1 beta. Mac World. Well, I'm going to skip that one, and I'll go to here, Mac OS, new widget, right? I played my new iPhone upgrade lottery, and I'm not sure I won. Right? So you keep going on these. Apple Car will be available soon with some exciting features which link to iPhones. Apple Car? Wow. If I tap technology over here, I'll get a whole bunch of technology, various kinds of technology. And if you're interested in stargazing, if you are interested in cooking, you can get those particular things just by saying, and you see where I am here. I'm on following. I tap the word. I tap the where it says iPhone, where it says channels and topics, and I put in the one I would like to follow. And then it gives it all to me.
I don't see, I mean, I have a whole bunch of ones that aren't the same as yours. So I can't figure out what, are those not in them, the channels and
Okay,
topics?
let me do a couple of things. Are you talking about channels and topics?
Yes, yes, I am on the
I'm
iPhone.
going to get rid of mine. Because I had the same thing you did, Ann. I had all this stuff in there that I didn't remember setting up. So I just sweep to the left and I unfollow them. So I clear the whole channels and topics subject. And then I go to the top and put in ones that I'm interested in. So the reason I like the app so well is the channels and topics. What about, let me try one called New Homes. And there's Better Homes and Gardens. Wow. Let's see what I can get from Better Homes and Gardens without a subscription. Maybe nothing. Well, there we go. There's an article. I'm going to find out about hacksaws and ooh, some great Christmas little gifts. These 6 couches. Okay. I think the point I'm trying to make here is that particular feature of the is free and it's fun to use. Anybody have any additional comments on using the news app? I'll go out in the lanai, especially now that it's cooled off in the evening. And, I'll go to Popular Science or Popular Mechanics and see what kind of things are of interest to me. I could look up ankle surgery, I bet.
Did it tell you anything about it?
Say again, please.
Did it tell you anything about your ankle surgery?
No, I didn't do that. I did look up on YouTube. I looked up ankle surgery. I wanted to know what it was and how they did it. And I actually saw a simulation of it. Didn't see the actual surgery, but how they position the foot and how they do the incision and how you get the drills and the sanders out and files and stick this little contraption in there.
And you still had the surgery.
And I still had the surgery. I did the same thing on my knee after I had the surgery. And it was an actual surgeon doing the surgery. And he would get out saws and hammers and chisels and drills and it was gruesome. I'm sitting here looking at my knees. I'm glad I looked at it afterwards.
Well, did the surgeon do your ankle?
Pardon me?
Did a surgeon do your ankle?
Yes. I had it done 6 weeks ago, Jim.
But you sort of implied there that some machine did it or something like that.
A surgeon does it. they have a lot of templates, physical apparatus. And once they open up the area that they place in there to precisely position where they drill in sand and soil. And then they slide the apparatus in and put a little silly putty in there or something to make it stick, and I'm off and running. There aren't too many that do the ankle replacement in the area yet, but I preferred it because it was shorter recovery time than ankle fusion, where they just drill or secure the bones together.
What did you have exactly? A replacement?
Yes, just like a knee replacement.
Okay.
It's amazing. It's complex because there's a lot of things coming together right there at your ankle. Bones and nerves and tendons and but as of today, it's getting better every day. Okay, folks, is there any questions what we've covered? Give the Apple News app a try. Try it out for an evening or while you're in a doctor's office or something, and just use the technique I just showed you to pick up topics or areas that you want to check out and see if you like it.
Hey, Bill,
Yes,
have you used the Sarasota Herald Tribune app to read the paper?
I have, yes. I have.
Okay, you've probably noticed then that there are a lot of strange things that you can do with that. Or that
I haven't used it a lot, Jim, so I don't.
Oh, okay.
Strange is normal
Well,
sometimes for some of us.
let me just tell you the thing that really bugs me. You can start reading an article that's on the front page of the, say, money section.
Yeah.
So you start reading the article, but it's continued on to a later page. So you have it set with the right print and everything that's readable. And then when you switch to the follow-up on the later pages, the completion of the article, it's altogether changed and there's no way to put it back. And if you try to put it like the front, you'll go back to the front and you can't go to the back.
Gotcha.
So you haven't experienced that?
No, I haven't spent that much time on it, so I usually go straight to the cartoons.
But Bill, would that be a problem of the Herald Tribune or, I
That's the
mean,
Herald Tribune app.
Yeah, I would think it's the Herald Tribune's problem. But why wouldn't they fix that?
Because they haven't had an irate customer like you call them up and say,
Well,
how do you use this thing?
exactly right, Jim, do it.
well, if you use the Wall Street Journal app, you start reading the article on the front page, and then it continues on 10 page. It does it automatically. You don't have to go to the 10th page.
Exactly. That's the way it should work.
Yeah, it should.
Sometimes, Jim, there's multiple ways to view it.
Yeah.
And there may be a choice there as well. All right. Hold on. Wait. Got some more stuff here. Oh, this is too bad. When is a door no longer a door? When is a door no longer a door? Leah, come on. When's a door no longer a door?
When it's a part of a door.
No, when it's ajar.
Of
Oh.
course. That I'd heard that before.
What can fill a room but takes up no space?
Air.
Yeah.
That's one. How about light?
Yeah. Yeah.
What gets wet while drying?
Again? What gets damp while drying?
Gets wet while drying, yes.
Towel.
A towel. Yay.
Yeah,
See?
yeah, right. Yeah.
All right, let's get a little more difficult here. What is seen in the middle of March and April that can't be seen at the beginning or end of either month?
Letter R.
Boy, Leah, we're gonna. Okay, Leah, shh. The letter R. You see a boat filled with people. It has not sunk, but when you look again, you don't see a single person on the boat. Why?
They got off for lunch.
No, they're all married.
It's even worse than what I was thinking. It's good.
What belongs to you, but that everybody else uses?
Your phone number.
That's close. Your name. It's a similar answer, right? How is 7 different than the rest of the numbers between 1 and 10?
It's 7.
Has a V in it.
No, so does
If you spell
9.
it out.
Oh, V has a no.
V. Like
5
It
has
has it has 2 syllables. All the rest of them only have 1.
oh.
Oh,
Seven.
All right, ready? You gotta have to think about this one. 2 frogs sitting on a lily pad when a fly comes buzzing by. One frog put out his tongue, ate the fly, and started laughing. Soon the other frog joined the laughter. Then the other frog ate a fly, and the 2 frogs burst out in laughter. As time went on, the frogs enjoyed the flies so much they nearly fell off their lily pads with laughing. A third frog hops up to the first 2 and asks, "What's so funny?" The first frog answers, "Time." "Huh?" asks the third frog. The second frog explains, "Time's fun when you're having flies."
That's
Oh,
good. Yeah, that's
that's
good. That's good.
All right. Time's fun when we're having flies. Have a good week, folks. Next week, we're going to talk about the new features in the iOS operating system, the newest operating system. Okay. So we'll have a lot of tips on how to use them. We may even give you a little quiz on how to use the news app. So give it a try. Give it a try, everybody. You know what learning here is one step at a time, one thing at a time. So if you just picked up 1 or 2 little things on how to use the news app and you give it a try, see if you like it. All right.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a good week.
Have a good
Yes.
week, everybody.
Thanks, Bill.
And
Thank you,
everybody,
for your
I
help.
just
Have a
want to
nice
say, I would like to just say to everybody here that we had a wonderful meeting last Wednesday at the Turtle Rock Community Center. It was all of us got together, and there were about 27 of us. And I don't remember seeing any of you except Bill, who was able to come. But if we have these only 4 times a year, and if we don't get more people coming to them, they'll probably decide not to have them. But they are such fun. So the next time we have one will be in January, when we will be honoring our volunteers. So that's also open to all members. So please, as many of you come as you can, because we're going to try and get a bigger venue so that we can all get together and it will be a lot of fun.
By the
Thank
way,
you.
we
Thank-
had a trivia, quiz going on.
Yeah.
And this was a little weird, but give me a break here. One of the questions on the trivia is, what animal breathes out of his butthole?
Remember that one.
And what's the answer?
A turtle. And there must be a particular kind of turtle. But anyway,
Yeah.
who knew? Who knew?
Well, that makes sense.
Must
At
be
least we
an
learned
awful,
some.
must be an awful smell on the intake.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
Bill, I have a question.
Go ahead, please.
Do you have a phone number for Greg Purdom?
Say it again, please, Sharon.
Do you have a phone number for Greg Purdom?
Yes. Hang in there. I'm gonna get that for you.
Okay, if you can just text it to me, I'd appreciate it.
Well, I can probably, okay, I will text it to you.
Thank you.
Right.
Bye.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye
Bye.
now.
Bye.
Have a great week.
Thanks, Bill.